Hi, greetings. My name is Pule from Temogo Coaching, and I'd love to speak with you today about procrastination. And the reason I want to speak about procrastination is I've been doing work around fear from the book that I wrote on fear. So procrastination keeps coming up quite a lot, actually. And it's just been very interesting to watch and to observe. And how it shows up is when people talk about their fears, procrastination comes up as a manifestation of some of the fears that they have. So I found some research, some work that's been done by David Kane, and he has a very interesting take, a very interesting definition to procrastination. He says procrastination is a behavior that comes up to defend a person whose sense of self-worth is very uncertain, when they're not sure and they're doubtful of whether they should put their work out there, when they don't have the confidence that their offering will be received. People then get to procrastinate because there isn't that thing that makes them rise up and have almost like a push to want to share their offering with the world. So when we go with that definition, we then see how it is that procrastination would be a manifestation of fear. Because remember, a lot of the times when people are dealing with fear, they don't identify it as fear. It's when we've been doing the work around fear that people begin to almost like get an awareness that actually the reason I'm not doing, the work that I want to do is because of fear. The reason that I'm staying in this relationship when I really feel I shouldn't is because of fear, So they keep procrastination. They keep thinking, let me finish my degree, or let me finish this, let me wait for the next stage. And it's when you interact a little more with the work or the definition that is made by David Kane that you begin to have an understanding and a grasp of how indeed procrastination would show up as a manifestation of fear. So having said all of that, what do we then do when we find out that we procrastinate because we are fearful, because we doubt our sense of, we doubt ourselves, we don't have confidence in putting ourselves out there. So there's a lot, obviously, that one would have to do to be able to get to a place where they have the courage to show up, they have the courage to vouch for their work, to trust that their work will be received, to trust that their work will heal somebody, their work will provide a solution to somebody, their work will entertain somebody, So there's work then that would have to be done. And part of that work, as I say, staying with this definition, the work would then be around, one's sense of self-worth. Because when you then look at why your sense of self-worth is rendering you almost like paralyzed, where you become fearful, then would have to trace it back to its origin. And sometimes it's work that is a lot more involving, and sometimes maybe not so involving. But all that it says is the root of the work would then sit there, working with one sense of self-worth. And then the other part would be the part of putting the stuff in your calendar. If it's not in your calendar, chances are it's not going to happen. So between those two, and probably a lot more that I won't be able to mention on this video, work on procrastination might need to be done if that is what you're dealing with. And it's possible to strive and to thrive over fear, whether manifestation is procrastination or any other thing. So having said all of that, I wish you well.